The family meeting was supposed to be simple, a dinner at my uncle's house where everyone gathered to discuss family matters. But from the moment I walked in, I knew I didn't belong. My cousins wore designer suits, gold watches glittering on their wrists. My aunts whispered about vacation homes and stock investments. I came in with a plain shirt and old shoes, carrying nothing but a quiet smile. Almost immediately, the insults started. "You still taking the bus, huh?" one cousin sneered. "Don't tell me you're still renting that tiny apartment," another added, chuckling. I kept calm, though every word stung. They saw me as poor, as the failure of the family, the one who never lived up to expectations. At dinner, my uncle raised a glass and said loudly, "Some of us have built legacies. Some of us, well, have nothing to show." His eyes slid toward me. Everyone laughed. I forced a smile and kept eating. My mother had taught me not to argue, but to let time prove people wrong. As the night went on, the jabs grew harsher. "Maybe you should marry rich," my cousin's wife suggested. "That's your only hope." Another chimed in. "You should take notes from us. Success doesn't happen to dreamers who have nothing." Finally, my aunt leaned back in her chair and said coldly, "You're just poor. Always will be." Silence followed. Everyone watched me, waiting for me to break. I simply nodded. "All right," I said softly. "If that's how you see me." The meeting ended, and we all walked outside. They expected me to leave quietly in my beat-up old car parked down the street. But then the sound of blades cut through the night air. Thump, thump, thump. The wind grew fierce as lights lit up the driveway. A sleek black helicopter descended onto the open lawn. The family gasped, shielding their eyes from the gusts. The door slid open, and the pilot stepped out. "Mr. Carter, sir, we're ready whenever you are." I adjusted my plain shirt, turned to my stunned relatives, and smiled. "That's my ride." The laughter died instantly. Jaws dropped. My cousins stared, unable to process what they were seeing. I walked toward the helicopter slowly, every step echoing with the silence behind me. At the door, I paused and looked back. "Being rich doesn't mean flashing it every second," I said. "Sometimes the wealthiest man in the room is the quietest." With that, I climbed inside. The helicopter lifted, roaring into the night sky, leaving behind a family who had just realized the truth. I wasn't poor. I was the one who had built quietly, invested wisely, and risen higher than they ever imagined. And as the city lights sparkled below, I whispered to myself, "Never judge a man by the clothes he wears, but by the heights he can reach."